Hello and welcome back to Tears of the Kingdom. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. So I don't know if this is going to be fruitful or not, but I did pick up a couple of side quests that may move us in the right direction. I was going to talk to those mushroom fashion people, but you know what I'm not going to do? Is chase them. Not happening. So instead, we'll go see about one of these side quests. I found the mayor in his house, because he wasn't there at night, but he was there during the day. And he said something about needing to taste a taste in order to recover his memory of some ingredient for a dish he wants to make. And he sent me up here to talk to, I assume, this girl. So maybe those things are related. How do I fix this? Do I dive into the pond? There's no way, not with all this rain. Huh? What's with that blank stare? Oh, you must be a customer. Sorry, but if you're here on farm business, you'll have to talk with my dad at the farm. I need to get my hands on that message bottle floating in the pond, quick. I know I've found several messages in bottles, but is this really a world where bottle messaging is so common that the term message bottle makes sense? I finally found the letter my great-grandpa left, but then I accidentally stuffed it in a bottle and chucked it in the middle of a lake. Is that what you're about to say? Can't reach for it, my arms are too short, pond's too deep to swim, and anyways, I don't know how. But that letter has the advice I need to get this farm back on its feet, and if I don't get my hands on it, we're sunk. Right. Well, I wonder what somebody might do. It's really throwing off my flow here. About something like that. Too deep? Oh, I guess that's just like a little shore area. Where are you? Come with me. Might as well stick it, right? There we go. Hood ornament. Yeah, and then go for a swim just for fun. Is that good enough? I told you, whatever you're after, I'm too busy to... Huh? That's my great-grandpa's message bottle, but how did you... Did you fish it out for me? Thanks. There should be a letter in this bottle with advice for getting our farm back on its feet. Let's see here. Yep, there we go. Gosh, do I miss Great-Grandpa's handwriting. His penmanship was so messy that no one but him and his family could read it. Some kind of hereditary ability to read shitty handwriting? That's remarkable. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. New specialty with mayor, cheese, fermentation, can't name too early. Yeah, this could work. Sorry to run, but I want to put Great-Grandpa's advice into practice right away. If you need me, I'll be back at the house.
Hey!
It's right over there, by the way. Come by a bit later so I can thank you for the help. If I play my cards right, I can start making a new signature product. It'll be good not just for our farm, but for the whole village. I'm itching to get started. Well, I hope she's made some cheese by now, because that's how cheese making works. Yes, moo indeed. What do you mean I've never picked up a rake before? Or a pitchfork? Hello, losers. No, I already decided not to talk to you. Ah, good, you showed up. Take a look at this. Instant cheese. How do you like that? I call it Hateno cheese. That message my great-grandpa left behind had the recipe. It's springy on the outside but melty on the inside and so delicious you'll think you're dreaming. But back to the reason I called you here. It's, well, you know. I couldn't have made this without you, so I wanted you to be the first to have some. Anyway, consider this my thanks. Go on, take it already. Alright.
Yeah.
As I understand it, Great-Grandpa worked with the mayor back then on this Hateno cheese to put our village on the map. But it was ahead of its time. The villagers rejected it. Having eaten this, I think they were nuts. Now is the time for Hateno cheese to make a splash in the culinary world. I'm sick of fashion getting all the attention lately. It's really eating into our business. Har har. But if anything will bring the customers in, it's this. I'd say it's time to do some reservation around here. Maybe here is good. No, I like it better this way. Yeah, that'll work. Ta-da, the Hateno cheese shop is complete. What do you think? The next step is to get those folks over at the general store to start stocking it. That reminds me, you won't get this offer anywhere else, but around here I'll give you some for fresh milk instead of rupees. I'll make the dream my great-grandpa gave up on come true, and this farm will be busier than ever in the bargain. So you'll come visit me again, right? Maybe when your dad's not around. Maybe. That looks like pizza. Cheese pizza. Although the picture seems to have onions and... Well, are those onions? No, those are peppers and olives and, I don't know what the other thing is. Anyway, I'm not going to eat this cheese. I'm going to give it to the dang mayor. If I can remember where to find him. Because these people seem to make a habit of not being where I left them. Which is generally kind of cute. But it is also annoying when I actually want to find them. So, Mayor, are you home or are you hiding from me? Oh, good. He smelled the cheese as soon as I opened the door. That's a sign of a good cheese. Or a good nose. Or both. Am I smelling things, or do I detect a certain unique pungent aroma? Reed, I literally just went swimming, so you're being super rude right now. I do not stink. Have some cheese. This is it. This is just what I've been looking for. Also, can people smell everything I have in my pocket? Because I have an awful lot of monster guts in my pockets, so I probably smell terrible. This is just what I've been looking for. My grandfather developed it with a fellow villager. No! Hateno cheese, of course. It makes sense that my grandfather would have been working with someone from the farm up there. It's a miracle that Koyan not only found the recipe, but managed to reproduce it. But this is great news. It's a clear sign that we ought to make Hateno cheese a new village staple. That ought to swing the election for me. Let me pay you for that cheese, okay? Pretty good price for a slice of cheese. Believe me, it's worth every rupee. Now then, I should get in touch with Koyan so that we can start preparing for mass production. I'll ask the Hateno Village General Store and some traveling merchants to add it to their wares, too. Shouldn't take much more than that to tip the election my way. You should come out to watch it happen. Alrighty. So that was one of the ones that I picked up. The other one is Cece's Secret. And this one is going to be tedious. It is afternoon already, so that's nice. But apparently I have to creep on Cece at night and find out what her dark secret is, because her sister thinks she has one. And, well, yeah. I guess that's all I have to say about that. Come here, you. What a weird little shed. What weird little pots. Alright. I am really not interested in hanging out on camera and waiting for her to whatever it is that she's going to do. So what am I going to do about that? Creep on some lizards until sunset? I think if I rest at a fire, it's going to take until midnight, and that may not be what I want. Oh, thank you. How do I get out of here? I feel like Link ought to be able to use Ascend while he's in the water. Don't you think that would make a certain amount of sense? And then I could just swim under the docks and then ascend to be on top of the docks. That would make life so much easier. And I mean, treading water with both feet free and only one arm is quite doable, especially for a fit young man like Link. So, that too seems like it would be reasonable. What are those two on about? Oh, they're discussing how they're going to vote. And with that, I have wasted enough nonsense for it to be 6 o'clock. And that is also not enough nonsense. Oh, egg. Don't mind if I do. I guess there is... Yeah, so I've been curious about this plot here. It looks like it ought to be a farm, and it is not a farm. So why is that? Is that a quest I can do? What's going on up here? What are these? It's... playground? Maybe? Apiary? It's a school.
Hi.
Yes, what is it? Oh, it's Simon. Oh, it's you, Link. Haven't seen you in... Link, you're back? My apologies for the outburst. Clearly you're back in town then. But what of Princess Zelda? Yeah, I don't know, man. I took a sword out of her forehead, and somehow that didn't complete the quest to find her. Ah, Princess Zelda is still missing, which is the reason you came here alone. That makes more sense. That's the reason I came here alone. That would seem to imply that Link and Zelda are pretty much inseparable. Which isn't surprising given that he's her appointed knight. But you would think that she might occasionally go out without him. Unless. Princess Zelda built this school, you see. Well, I would have seen, given my inference, right? She cared so much about the children, I'm sure this would be one of her first stops if she had returned. Right now we're covering history, which is very important to Princess Zelda. We're focusing on Hyrule's history alongside the Calamity. You know, Link, you're welcome to sit in on a lesson if you'd like. Class is from morning until noonish, so please stop by the classroom on the first floor. Yeah, school. That sounds like something I want to do. No. On the other hand, it is now 7:15. It's got to get dark soon, right? I was sort of hoping that the building near the farm might be related to the farm. I guess it's not that near, right? Who would want to climb up and down this hill all the time just to work that farm? So maybe these people are related to the farm. What do you say, these people? Where's your door? Alright, the child keeps watch every day. That's good. Where are the people? Halt and identify yourself, suspicious guy. That's me, suspicious. Huh? You're suspicious? Yippee, you're the first suspicious guy I've met. I could tell as soon as I saw you. Oh, but I'm not supposed to talk to the suspicious ones. Alright. I'm not suspicious. Huh? You're not suspicious after all? Then I'll give you the gatekeeper's greeting. How did it go again? Oh, great. This kid's gonna gatekeep me. You've come to Hateno Village, home of hot fine produce and dyed goods. Our vegetables are the best around, and we're at the four fronts of fashion. Why does fashion need four fronts? What does that even mean? Did I say that right? Oh, forefront, not four fronts. My dad would have known. Too bad he's still at Lookout Landing. I only need to stay on guard duty while it's light out. My mom takes over at night. Mom's kind of a scaredy cat, so I hope she's cut out to be a guard. Right. I don't think that these people are going to help me do any farming either. Can I steal some pumpkins? No, there's a person right there. Hey, those aren't ready for the harvest yet. If you want pumpkins, you can buy them like everyone else. They sell them at the general store by the village entrance. Be right there. Hang on just a sec. Oh, I was sure you were Mayor Reed coming to talk for a bit. Did all this fashion business bring you to town too? It most certainly did not. Unless you mean to try and put a stop to it all. Before, folks came to Hateno Village for the veggies, but now they show up for that gaudy get-up Cece makes. So which are you after? Veggies. That's what I thought. Hateno is its veggies after all. I focus on growing pumpkins myself, but there's other fields and a couple of farms up the hill, too. I suppose nowadays we've got those weird sculptures to gawk at, too. Point is, there's plenty to check out around our village if you take the time to look. Anyway, what you see here is me trying to come up with a new kind of veggie, but I haven't had much luck so far. Oh, you just come up with one, huh? That's how it works? Still, if I quit so soon, I'll be a poor excuse for a farmer, wouldn't I now? Right. Well, the mayor seems to have something to do with cheese, so... I don't know if he's going to try and get you to grow a cheese pumpkin or what. Another day without her. Alright. Okay, bye. Get on with it. So I really feel like it ought to be nighttime anytime now. Which is good because I have now wasted most of this episode waiting for it to be nighttime. That's interesting. Sort of looks like there's no way up there. Building condemned, do not enter. Well, you've convinced me. It's a storage. What's the big deal? Thank you. Don't want to be seen going out the door of the condemned building, do I? Cece, come on. What's going on in here? Oh. Alright then. We gotta be very quiet now, because we don't want her to hear us coming. I mean, no. No, not like that. She's going... she going to the storage place for no reason? Well, she's not going for the stairs unless she's taking the long way around. Maybe she's taking the long way around. Yeah, there she goes. Alright. Well, convenient that I already sussed this place out. There she is. Perfect. I do believe nobody saw me. What are you going to do with those carrots, Cece? They look pretty large, so I hope you're not going to do that. I'm free to enjoy another of my late-night meals in secret. How I enjoy my nightly vegetables. These people are so weird. The shine, the luster, the fragrance. Yes, indeed, now this is luxury dining. And so, without further ado, let us tuck in. Just munching on a raw carrot in a condemned building because she doesn't want anybody to know. So scrumptious. The crisp, smooth taste is a sign they were grown on a diet of pure water. They were not. Thanks to a farmer's deft touch and the quality of the soil, I can even eat the skin without misgivings. Honestly, vegetables from anywhere but Hateno Village simply don't count. They're nowhere near as filling. Though I built a reputation on flash and glamour, here in private I must admit that the simple, unadorned things are best. Oh good, so on top of having bad taste, she's a hypocrite. There's simply no denying it, alas. But now that I'm full for tonight, it's best that I return home. If I don't return quickly, Sophie might start to suspect something. Yeah, about that. Seriously, this whole town is full of dang weirdos. Oh, and it's morning. I watched that woman munch on a carrot from dusk to dawn. Sorry about this. I know it's a tall order asking you to tail my sister, but I'm just so nervous about her. Really? The silo across the way? What? I thought she'd been hiding something big. Is that really all there was to it? I know my sister says a lot about charisma and style and has to do everything in the most ostentatious way possible. But between you and me, her tastes are pretty plain. She loves the slow life here in Hateno Village. Well, so thoughtful of her to come and ruin the thing that she likes. She probably told you she came back here because of development or whatever. But the truth is she just wanted to eat the vegetables grown right here in her hometown again. At least I'm pretty sure that's the case. Either way, I'm so glad she wasn't up to anything scandalous. I want you to have this in exchange for helping me out. Great. My sister really is a handful sometimes. Both she and Reed want the same things, you know. I can't understand why the two of them don't just work together instead of going to such bizarre lengths. That doesn't seem to have... Yeah. That doesn't seem to have led me to another election place. So... what then? Maybe I should go talk to Cece again. The village mayor election has gotten closer than I'm comfortable with. But this Hateno cheese is a perfect new signature food for the village. With this on my side, I can't lose. Thanks for helping me out so much with everything, really. Alright. Well, what's the wife got to say?
I...
Good morning, you came early today. I did not. I came at the regular time, just like every day. You ought to be my guest, and instead I ended up asking you for favors. Sorry about that. But you were a huge help, thank you. If only that man could be more forthright. He takes everything so seriously that he sometimes doesn't know how to open up.
Ma.
No one knows him like me, so it's up to me to give him my support. Cool. I'll make sure to come on time tomorrow.
Yeah.
We meet again. How have you been? Worn anything good lately? Can you see what I'm wearing right now? If I told you that I knew where to find some of Misko's favorite fashion items, would you be interested? I thought as much. Well, listen up. It's said that some of Misko's treasure is near Fort Hateno, hidden in a cave marked with stone statues. Hateno village, famous for the CC brand, is where I opened my eyes to the wonders of fashion. It's serendipity. I must find that cave. I will. On my honor as a fashionista, I will get to the bottom of this rumor. You won't, and you aren't, and go away. Alright, let's see what CC has to say. There we go. Oh, you again. I've got a long to-do list in preparation for the mayoral election, and the sooner I get started, the better. The answer should go without saying, but you are, of course, a Reed voter. There's no room in this shop for a Reed supporter. Sophie calls security. I abjure you, Reedist. Fashionable personnel only. Alright. Undecided. Oh, if you haven't thrown in your lot for either candidate, then welcome to Team CC. Yeah, that's what I am. That settles that, I trust. It's plain for all to see that I'm a shoo-in for the next mayor. Or so one would think, yet there are stragglers in this village still supporting Reed. They need a mental makeover. And so, I have a fabulous plan to give out mushrooms to Reed's supporters. Mushrooms are synonymous with the CC brand. Fungal fashion is the CC way. The mushrooms I give them will paint them inside and out with fresh, vibrant CC brand colors. Are these cordyceps? Is that what's going on here? Maybe I should just kill her. It's for the greater good. Although, Sophie and I must mind the shop. Where will we find someone we can trust to carry out this vital task? I don't like where this is going. I'll do it for you. There's the magic words I was waiting for. You're a lifesaver. Now then, you'll be needing these. The most boring, most common mushrooms around. These mushrooms are for the village's Reed supporters. It's easy to recognize them by how unstylish they are. My supporters are all expert fashionistas dressed to the nines in CC. This should go without saying, but don't give one to anyone in Reed's family. There's also no need to give them to children, travelers, or any temporary residents like the Sheikah researchers. That leaves us with, unless I miss my guess, a total of 8 Reed supporters. Your mission is simple. Give a single Hylian shroom to each of those 8 misguided voters. Well, off you go. Alright, well, I was told not to give any to Reed's family, so guess what I'm gonna do? She obviously thinks that this will somehow undermine her plan, which means, ideally... How did things get to this point? Well, there's no way I'm giving up my position as mayor without a fight. Mark my words, I'll win that election. Especially with Hacheno cheese on my side. How can the villagers say no? Have a mushroom. No? Don't blame you. Mushrooms are gross. If you need anything, try asking my papa, alright? My husband is the living end. What? If only he weren't so pig-headed. I want to support him, of course, but suppose he does win the election under these circumstances, what then? it won't change or improve anything. Have a mushroom. Cool. Well, I can't undermine her, so I guess that means I have to do what she wants. Right? Look at me, I'm a traveler. I don't raise a fuss about a little rain. That's what you're thinking, aren't you? I tend crops, so I'm all for the rain, even so I'd rather not get drenched if I don't have to. If you want to jaw a while, could we do it after we've found a bit of cover? Have a Hylian shroom. A gift from Cece, thanks for that. The world of fashion moves too fast for us old folks. But I'm in favor of any mayor who can make sure this village stays a place where the younger folk are happy to live. I do not like the way this is going. However, we are all out of time. So come back and see me again tomorrow, and I will have given mushrooms to all the people, and thrown away any hope of ever rescuing this village from the fungus. Talk to you soon.